Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends. If you watched one of my more recent haul videos, you would have seen that I ended up buying this. Now, I'm sure this has been reviewed loads and loads online. I'm definitely not the first person, probably not even the 100th person to review this, but I figured, meh, I do what I want on my channel. This is all about the things that I enjoy. So this is the palette. It looks so ridiculously beautiful. Let's look at that packaging. Like, gorgeous! It looks like an actual book, like it's like a little work of art. And this is what it looks like inside. It's just a very, very pretty and cohesive colour story, in my opinion, anyways. So I have already used this on my eyes. The purpose of this video is to use this one palette and do 3 looks with it, and then I can give you a review of what it is that I think. So do I think, if you've been looking at this, is it worth splashing the cash on? So I'm going to start off first by just doing some swatches to give you a general idea. I have a big arm, so there is a good amount of real estate. I don't do pretty swatches. Sorry, I don't do the clean lines. I literally just want to do swatches so you have an idea of what it is that we're doing. These are all named after like witches within TV and film, so keep that in mind. I really enjoy that. Oh god, that's a gorgeous colour. Oh, sorry, I'm swatching these for the first time as well. I just decided I'd put them onto my eye and then swatch them. So this is Prue. It's not picking up the best on camera, but it's a gorgeous, there we go, it's a lilac-y shade. Look at that, with one swatch, beautiful. This is Piper, so bear with me now. Oh! Oh! That's what I have on my under eyes, by the way. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so surprised, but it does swatch beautifully. This is Phoebe, which just looks so pretty. Oh, there's like a little bit of glitter and shimmer in there, and it's a slight duochrome. As you can see, flashes of pink and purple in there. Beautiful. This is the shade Page. That's another purple. So of course all of those 4 names are the 4 Charmed sisters. We originally had Prue, Piper, Phoebe, then of course they killed off Prue and we got Paige instead. So that's what happened there. Any other Charmed plans? I love that TV show. So like I said, that's the first kind of part of the row. So I'm going to do Sabrina and the next 3 then. So like I said, obviously we have Sabrina. Sabrina is a purple shade, so of course being Sabrina the Teenage Witch, quite a nice purple. Doesn't swatch the best, but I mean, whatever. The next shade is Winifred from Hocus Pocus. Isn't that a gorgeous kind of a brown? It's like a camel brown. Beautiful. Next shade is Sarah, who of course is one of the characters in Hocus Pocus, played by Sarah Jessica Parker. Gorgeous. And we have the shade Mary, who is totally, like, I realise more as I go along in my life that I am definitely Mary. I don't know what's happening, I'm just agreeing with people and kind of going with the flow. I mean, I like Mary, she's good. So these next shades, I'm not 100% certain as to who, well, the next 1 or 2. No, only one of them I don't really know who it refers to, so bear with me. This is Samantha, of course that being the witch from, oh god, I can actually see it in my mind. The show, it was like from the 60s or something. Bewitched? Bewitched. This is Kiki. I don't know what Kiki is, like what that's referring to. That's the colour there. We have Hermione, which, oh look at that. That makes an awful lot of sense because that's kind of how her hair is described in the book, if you've read Harry Potter. This is Bonnie. Now I originally thought that was Bonnie as in the character from Vampire Diaries because she's a witch, but I realised it's actually Bonnie from The Craft. which I also really enjoy as a film, FYI. We're on to the last 3 shades now, which are these 3 here. And I just about have enough arm real estate left. We have, and by the way, I'm not dipping into the pan, I'm just lightly swirling. This is Marnie, which I do have on my eyes. Nancy, God, I loved Nancy. It doesn't swatch fantastically, but again, like I said, I'm only dipping in. And Fiona, which is an amazing sort of a duochrome. So that is the full palette swatched on my rather large arm. You can see there's a lot of different colours in there, a lot of really nice neutrals that you can pop into some pops of colour. If you know me, you will know that I don't really do neutrals with pops of colour, although weirdly on my channel recently I have been doing a lot of neutrals. So that's been strange for me, but I guess it's important to come out of your comfort zone. That is, like I said, what it looks like. If you want to see how I did this particular eye look, then keep on watching it as the next part of the video. So I have a Juvia's Place eyeshadow brush here. It came as part of a set that I got recently in my haul. If you haven't seen that already, where have you been? I'll link it down below. But I'm going to use this brush with the Moonspell palette. So I think I'm going to go and get rid of the plastic sheeting first. I think I will go into the shade Bonnie, which if you've watched the Vampire Diaries, Bonnie is the name of one of the witches in that, so that's quite cool. At least I'm assuming that that's what it's referring to. I'm hoping so. If not, I've gotten the reference mixed up. Anybody else watch Vampire Diaries? I really enjoy it. Or I really enjoyed it when it was on. It's done now. Oh, your man, Ian Somerhalder, that played Damon Salvatore. Beautiful. Far too beautiful. So I'm just popping that shade Bonnie, because let's face it, I wasn't going to get a green palette, like a palette that had green in it, and not use the green. Like, let's be real here. The pigment seems to be pretty good. I don't see any patchiness so far. And I have just put it on a concealer base. And yes, I know you're meant to use an eyeshadow primer, but I plan on getting rid of some products that I have, and in doing so I want to use them up. I don't want to just throw them away, because that's just a bit wasteful, in my opinion. Pigmentation seems pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm using my color switch, the Vera Mona color switch, or Vera Moda. I don't even know what it's called at this point. Yeah, it's just called color switch. I think it's like the Vera Mona one. And I've twirled that brush through it, so it's fine. All of the pigment is off it. And I am going into the shade Marnie, which is this shade here. I don't know who that refers to. If you do know, could you please let me know down below? Because I'm nosy, I want to know what each of these names refers to. And I'm putting it on the outer edge and building it up towards that green as well. The colour story on this is gorgeous. This seems to be a really nice green. The two colours seem to be meshing pretty well together. Like, I like that really grungy look. That looks quite nice, in my opinion. I assume you're here for my opinion. very happy with how the two colours have blended in together. I think that looks quite nice. I'm going to, excuse me, apparently scratch my nose. I'm going to go off camera and do kind of a half-cut crease. I know, it seems very unusual for me. I'm not very good at it. Hence why I kind of can't have you guys watch me, because, you know, performance anxiety. But I will come back once I have that done. Okay, I've done a cut crease as much as I possibly can. I also realised that Bonnie in this palette, I don't think refers to Bonnie from Vampire Diaries. I think it's actually Bonnie from The Craft, and Marnie is from The Craft as well. So I think that may be what's going on there. Who knows? Trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want to do next. I think I used, by the way, this little Real Techniques brush to do my cut crease. And is it the best cut crease that you've ever seen? No, I'm sure you've seen much better, but it's not bad for me, because normally I'm horrific at cut creases, so you know, I'll take it. I am going to go into the shade Fiona, which is this sort of bluey shade, and I'm going to use that exact same brush again because I need to kind of make sure I'm getting the lines correct, you know, so I'm lining it up correctly. Now if I don't say anything during this process, it's because I'm trying to concentrate and I'm not very good at concentrating. Did you see that? It's beautiful, no? Well, I think it's beautiful anyways. And if you disagree, that's fair. You know, you're allowed to. You just probably are a little bit dead inside, and I mean, I'm very sorry about all of that. Also, I need to say I'm not using a damp brush. I'm just applying this dry and onto a concealer. I'll fill in the rest of that with a different brush, just FYI. I'm just using this small brush to try and make sure I'm not going past the crease that I've cut. Just kind of stamping on the colour. I mean, it's not absolutely horrific. I've definitely done a lot worse in the past. I mean, just look at some of my earlier videos. And by earlier, I mean like maybe a month or two ago. Like, I mean, not great at these things. Yeah, I'm going to use actually a newer brush because why not? Do I have a newer brush that will do what I'm wanting it to do? Oh yes, that does look like that'll work. So I have this Jessup brush that I got from Amazon. It is called the Jessup 226 Smudger. Now I don't have a lot of eyelid real estate, so I know this is used as a smudger, but frankly I'm going to be using this to smash it onto my eyelids. So I'm going into the same shade again, so that was Fiona, and just popping it onto the eyelid. It's a gorgeous vibrant shade, but there's also like a duochrome aspect to it. This is the first time I'm using this brush, by the way. And I bought it based on Make Me Up Miss's recommendations. So I'll be seeing how that goes over the next while. So far so good, like that seems pretty good. Like the bristles seem nice, but of course I'm going to have to see what it's like once I brush or wash them. I mean, that's not bad. I feel a little bit like a peacock. You know, the colours, green and the teal. I'm loving that I'm not having to get any setting spray to kind of make this work. It's just kind of showing up. I mean, it's a good shimmer formula. I've been very underwhelmed with shimmer formulas recently. So it's quite nice to have a good one. I'm not mad. I mean, I don't think that's bad. I mean, obviously if somebody had actual like eyeshadow skills, can you imagine? This would look good. But I'm afraid you're stuck with me. These are the skills that I have. By the way, I have all these new brushes and I put them into this cute little jar. Adorable. I have to try and figure out now what it is that I want to do. So I'm going to take a trusted taper blending brush. You know it's me when I'm bringing out the E40. And I'm going to go into the shade Marnie again, and I think I'm going to mix it with Nancy. So Marnie and Nancy. Oh no, sorry, that's Marnie, that's Nancy. I apologise. I can't see these things, you see, when I don't have my glasses on. So I'm smooshing the two of them together onto my E40, which is my taper blending brush by Sigma. And I'm just going to pop it here on the outer edge. And just kind of smoosh the two together. Or three rather, I suppose. I quite like the way that's all kind of smooshing in together. Personally, I'm going to get another brush. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want. Yeah, you'll do. Petite eye blender. So again, this is another one of the Jessup brushes, and it's the 223. It's a petite eye blender, or petite. If there was an E, it would be petite. I don't know, that's how French works. And I'm going to go into the shade Piper, which is of course a reference to Piper from Charmed. Loved Charmed. I haven't watched the reboot. I think I'm a little bit frightened too, because I'm like, oh, I loved it so much. I'd be afraid that they would ruin it. Is that an awful thing to say? Probably. Going straight to hell. Could be worse, I suppose. Oh, look at where the two of those merge. Isn't that nice? Oh, this is looking very 80s. I don't dislike it, like, you know. This is a really pretty colour. Do I look manic? Absolutely. Am I against looking manic? Not even slightly. I like looking a bit manic. I'm all for it. Okay, so that's, I think, I'm done with the eyeshadow palette for now, for this particular look. What I'm going to do now is pick out a glitter, because, you know, I need a glitter in my life. I always do. Just to try and clean, well, not clean it up, but kind of give it an extra oomph. I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Distortion. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to attempt to go around the cut crease. Oh, Jesus, pray for me, like, you know, I'm not very good at this. Sure, look, we're all in it together. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go finish off the rest of my face. I will see you guys back here in a little bit. I'm back. The rest of my makeup is put on. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this eye look a lot. Quite pleased with this palette so far, but again, it's only look number one. I will zoom you in so you can see the damage that I have done to my eyes. Don't judge the cut crease too harshly. I'm not an expert, but we'll have a look. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I have the glasses on. I think the glasses shield you from a lot of my inability to do things. Obviously, I can't do like very clean lines, particularly on this eye. If you could see how bad my vision actually is with this eye, you would be kind of in awe that I'm able to do anything at all. hair in weird places. This is what it looks like when I have the glasses off. I really like it. I thought all of the colours blended really well. The shimmers didn't need me to use a setting spray to make them any more vibrant, which I appreciate. You know, I'll use them if I have to, but it's nice to not have to. So essentially that is the first look out of 3 that we have with this particular palette. We have 2 more to go plus the review, so keep on watching, please. So I'm going to use the Jessup 221 Soft Crease brush. I'm quite liking the Jessup brushes so far. They seem really nice. And I'm going to go into, what do I want to do? I'm going to go into the shade Sarah, which is this shade here. So we'll see how this one comes out. Lord only knows. Cece has lost her mind. She's just running around the house. Ah! Apparently she's flinging herself around the hallway. That's new. I can never seem to get eyeshadow to stick up here. It's really weird. Don't know what the story is. Maybe it isn't skin, maybe it's something else. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I think that blends on really nicely. I'm lazy, so I'm going to use the exact same brush again. I'm just putting it through my colour switch. You can see there's no residue left on that. And I'm going to go into the shade Page, which is this shade here. It's gorgeous. In fairness, the whole palette is gorgeous, so, you know. There's that. And I'm just kind of packing it in where the crease is, while simultaneously wondering what on earth Cece is doing, because she had been very loud and was running around the house kind of making her weird noises, and now it's gone silent. So I assume she's doing something she's not meant to be doing. I assume. I think that the blend on that is really, really nice. Like, I'm happy with that. I've got my Sigma E40, the tapered blending brush, and I am going into the shade Sabrina, which is a very dark purple. And apparently I'm throwing my stuff just all over my desk. It's very, very messy. It's like what I think the inside of my mind would look like. I'm just pressing that into the outer corner. I know that a blending brush isn't the best thing to pack things on with, but I'm lazy and I like doing it this way, so, you know, sue me. Or don't sue me, I don't really have anything to sue for. Except the makeup, and I really don't want anyone to take that away from me. I do love it so very much. There's no fallout so far, so that's quite good to note, just FYI. And like I said, I think they're all blending together really nicely. Of course, that's what I say, and I don't have my glasses on, so you can maybe see a bit better, who knows? Because that's dependent upon the quality of my camera. I like the way that's looking. I'm going to go and cut my crease. I'm going to do that off camera because it takes me so long. So I will see you guys back in a second for you. Okay, I'm back. I finished the cut crease. You can see all of my forehead lines. Welcome to old age. I have this little Real Techniques brush. I love it. I use it an awful lot for when I'm doing more like detail-y work. She says like she does things. I am going into the shade Bonnie. I really enjoy that particular shade, so it kind of had to be used. I have no say, it's how it is. Like, I'm gonna try and do a cut crease with it. So, ready for me? You know me, I'm not amazing at these things, but I'm giving them a go. We'll only get better if we practice, etc, etc. Cece is sitting next to me. She's on the bedside locker. She had been trying to get into a makeup bag, so, you know, she's obviously my cat. If there was ever any doubt. Her penchant for wanting to play with makeup, although in a very different way to me. Pretty darn clear. I'll use another brush then, obviously, to fill in the rest of the eye. But I just want to give a fairly cleanish cut crease. Do you like the use of my word ish? Because let's face it, it's not going to be perfect. But that'll do. Ugh, I hate doing this eye because I can never see it properly. It always ends up a bit rubbish. Because this eye's vision, horrific. How many videos do I say that in? All of them. This will do. It's the Jessup, it's the detail shader. It is 237. So I'm going into the shade Bonnie again, so it's the same green, and I'm going to do the rest of the eyelid to hopefully, well, fix it? I don't know. Something. I will of course like do a little bit of blend in there to try and smoosh the purple and the green together. Make them fall in love. It'll be a beautiful relationship at the end of the day. Oh, I just love this green. Ah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like all the shades so far, but that green, oh, I just gravitate towards it. Don't know what it is, why I want it, but I'm like, get all over my eyeball. Although, again, that's not technically correct because eyeball is, well, that'd be gross and weird. It's eyelid. But eyeball just sounds better, doesn't it? It like flows off the tongue. Not so much eyelid, no? The pigment is really good. If we aren't agreeing on that, then I'm afraid we probably can't be friends. I know, it's difficult, but that is the bargain I'm drawing here. I need to get a small, like, little something. Will this do? No, gotta go for my Sigmas. Well, you'll do. Haha! I have my Sigma E36. Look at it. It's so small. So I'm gonna use that to blend the two of these together. It's completely clean, I haven't put anything onto it. I'm just gonna... Well, in retrospect, maybe I should have put a bit of... I'm gonna go into Sabrina, which is the purple, and put a little bit of that on it. Who knows, this could completely destroy it, but sure, look, we'll give it a go. the way that that looks. If you disagree with me, then, well, sorry, I guess. This is pretty too big for what it is that I need, but it's one of my dubious place ones. There's no info as to what exactly it is. And I'm going into, excuse me, the shade Nancy. So Nancy, of course, is one of the witches from the craft. And I'm going to put it on the lower lash line. Can't seem to get anything to stick onto this side. Not really, anyway. My nose. My eyes, how weird. I mean, I think that looks nice. I'm not sure if I should do like glitter around here. Because anytime I do, it looks good on this side and then it looks awful on this side. Screw it. I'll do it. It's happening. I'm doing this. This could all go horribly wrong. I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the shade Grind. That's what it looks like. I'm going to try and put it around the where my coat crease is. So let's see. I'm going to finish the rest of my face. I'll see you guys back in a little bit. I am back. I've put on the rest of my face. I'll zoom you in now so you can have a look at what the eyes actually look like now that everything's put together. What a difference a lash makes. Because Lord knows I don't really have any of my own. I attempted to do a half cut crease. I think obviously this eye came out better than this eye, you know, such is life. So we have one more look with the Moonspell palette before I tell you what my current opinions are. I think you can kind of tell I'm a little bit in love with the shade Bonnie, so I'm going to try and do something a little bit different with the next look. Fingers crossed. Hello friends, we are on to the third and final look using the Moonspell palette. Look at it, it's as big as my head. And for context, I have a very large head. It's filled with absolutely nothing. There's nothing in there. As you can see, I did a very, very neutral look with this because I wanted to see the general versatility of the palette. I did two very, very colourful looks for the first two looks. I wanted to see if I could do a more neutral look with this. And spoiler alert, you can, and it looks quite nice, in my opinion. So if you want to see how I did this, very, very simple look, keep on watching. After that, then I give my final thoughts on what I think of this particular palette and whether or not I would recommend it. We're on to the last look. I'm feeling like I'm going to do something pretty simple because I'm tired, still a little bit sick. Could be dying, who knows. I'm going to take this Juvia's Place brush. There's no numbers on it to designate which ones they are. So far I'm liking those, by the way. And I'm going to go into the shade Winifred. I think I'm going to go with a very neutral sort of a look today. Oh no, who knew I was capable of it? I certainly did not. So I'm just going to do my standard thing of just pat it on and blend it out. Like I said, these brushes so far seem to be quite nice. So it's almost like I'm testing a few things in one go. It's a very rich sort of a brown, isn't it? Like it's a very warm toned brown. I like that so far. I'm just swirling this brush through the Vera Moda and I'm using the same one again, and I'm going into the shade Kiki, which is this one here, and I'm putting it on the outer. It's nice. It's giving it a little bit of depth, but I don't want too much darkness either, so this is working nicely. Like I said, it's a very, very simple look today. I'm liking that so far. Like, the depth is really quite nice. I really want to put a bit of like shimmer onto lids, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of glitter glue just to really kind of get it to stick, because you know. So I'm using the Too Faced glitter glue. I know that a lot of us are kind of a little bit annoyed with Too Faced at the moment, but we gotta give them props. They do an excellent glitter glue, so you know, I'm not gonna be angry with them on that front. Yes, I know, I'm an animal, just putting it on with my finger, but you know, such is my want today. And I have biodegradable makeup wipes here. They're good, I quite like them. I still obviously use my face halo, that is wonderful. So I'm just doing one eyelid at a time because, you know. And I am taking this Morphe brush. It came as part of, like, I think it was a like All I Want set or something. And I'm going into the shade Hermione, which is quite a goldy, kind of a bronzy shade. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, that's beautiful. I think that's a gorgeous colour. I'm going to be gross and put my finger in because, well, that's how I am. Yeah, that's so pretty. Because there's little flecks of like green in there as well. Oh, and like an orangey, reddy sort of colour. Oh, I really like that. Like, it's so simple, but it's so nice. Like I say, I like it. It's not my usual look, Lord knows, it really isn't, but I think it shows the versatility of the palette, that you don't just have to do a colourful look, you could just do a very bronzy look if you felt like it. So I think that's the sign of a good palette, that you can get a couple of different looks out of it. It doesn't have to just be an out there sort of a look. Even though I love an out there look, and I will happily wear that sort of thing to work. I'm going to be gross again. Put my finger into Hermione. That is so inappropriate. I'm keeping that in. I'm not editing that out. That's brilliant. I'm so gross. Anyways, I am using my finger to apply. This is the problem if you use women's names as eyeshadow shades. Now all I'm thinking is Emma Watson and her what was it, self-partnering. And fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with me today. I mean, what's wrong with me in general, but oh, that's brilliant. Sorry, that's tickled me. Like, you're probably all like, Teresa, you're so gross. And I mean, I can't really argue you on that because you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Like, you know. I'm happy with that. I might just get a little bit more of like a blend. I'm going to use the brush that I have been using again and go back into Kiki keeping it an all brown neutral look, so I'm actually quite liking it. I'm quite liking it. I'm just gonna pack it up there and blend. Again, all the technical terms. You'll learn so much from me. So very, very much. I really like this, considering it's a very neutral look. But I like it. I do. And once I put like lashes and stuff on, it's going to look fabulous. Fabulous, I tell you, fabulous. Yeah, okay. That's that. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I will see you guys back here in a few seconds for the finished look. I'm back. I put on the rest of my makeup. I know my skin is a little bit dodgy. It is hormones. You know what I mean. So this is the completed look. It's very, 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 very simple. I will zoom you into the eyes. I do think personally it looks really nice. Is it the best look I've ever made? No, but I think it's very nice and it's very, very wearable. So this is what it looks like, obviously with the glasses on. Don't know why I said it in that way. And this is what it looks like without the glasses. Very simple, 3 eyeshadow colours from the actual palette. I mean, personally I quite like this eye look, which is unusual for me because I normally am into neutrals, but it was very nice. It was very simple. Everything blended out really, really nicely. Now, as to what I think of the palette overall, let's just start with the very, very basics of the packaging. Sweet merciful Zeus, is this not beautiful? Like, I mean, it looks like a little book, and then you open it and you're like, how is it this beautiful? It really, you can see the trees. It is just a gorgeous palette. I love the colour story, and I think part of what I find really interesting about this is that yes, it is a colourful palette, but there are some neutrals in there, so if you are nervous of neutrals, you can still, you know, make a look like this, and you can pop into this on your more adventurous days. I am obsessed with the colour Bonnie. Like, it brings me joy. All of them blended out really, really, really well. Now, I was using concealer as a base. I know we're meant to use eye primer. What can I say? I'm a renegade. I really, really liked this. I very, very happily would recommend this to you guys. If you have been looking at this and are like, the colour story intrigues me, but I'm not sure it's worth the money. It is. It's very, very good. It blends beautifully. Everything works really nicely together. There's a good level of pigmentation. I just think it's really, really worth the money. And if nothing else, would you not love this on your makeup? Like, I don't want to put it back into my makeup shelves. I need to, like, make a shelf for this and adorn it and be like, oh, you live here now. That was very dramatic, I know, but there you go. Those are my general feelings on this. If I had to give it a score out of 10, I would give it... I kind of don't want to give it a 10 because 10 implies absolute perfection, but I would give it like a 9.5, but I can't figure out why I'm taking the 0.5 off. Maybe it's the lecturer in me kind of going, you can't get full marks. Then otherwise you are the creator of all of the things. But I love this. I really do. I'm so glad I got this. Like, I'm genuinely, I have no regrets about this, which is good. Because when you're buying high-end makeup, you don't want to have any regrets. That's what I do here. I buy the high-end makeup, review it, so you guys don't end up spending dosh on stuff that really isn't worth it. So that is the end of the video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that general jazz. Share it if you feel so inclined. You know, put it out into the Twitterverse, the Instagramverse, the Facebookverse, the somethingverse. Yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Have you got this? What sort of looks have you got? Feel free to tag me in these. Even if you have like a self-created palette that is inspired by this, I want to see what you guys think. But that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.